Okay, haven't had a video on YouTube for a while. Um, been going through some things. Uh, if you're coming across this video, you're probably you're going to resonate with something that's in this video. I believe you're going through a lot of family dynamic stuff. Um, Excuse me, confirmation burp. Uh, Probably coming to the realization that a lot of your family members don't resonate in how you believe. And they may even be trying to get you to go to a therapist or a counselor. Um, you may have had family members speak on something about you live in a fantasy land. And this is not true. You may have even thought to yourself that you may need this help, but you're still in contemplation about it. If you feel like that is the correct thing for you in your heart, inside, then do that. Me, myself, I don't believe that is my path. I believe what I'm coming into is definitely a spiritual awakening. Waking up to my spiritual self, my higher self. And I do believe that I am truly a guide for some people on their awakening journey. Yes, I have came into guides myself that helped me along my journey. And I believe this is how this works. Some of us are a little bit further on this journey than other ones. So I believe what we're supposed to do, or if we decide to step up to this, we can help and guide other individuals through similar situations that we have been through. So, bringing up the whole family dynamic thing, you may have one or two family members that are opened up to this. And they may have been opened up to it before you. Which was set up to help you open up to your spiritual side. Because the majority of your family thinks you're going nuts, or is releasing negative energy towards you because of how you believe. So if you're an empath, and these individuals, these beings, is what I'm going to call them. This is what I'm going to start calling us. I'm not even going to put the human in front of it, because we are just being. We are beings. That's how I am getting pulled to resonate with these vessels. So, if you are resonating with this, and you have close friends and family members that are pushing out this negative energy towards you on how you believe in this higher consciousness, then what I've learned is the best thing to do is to let these beings go. Once you do this, you can do a cord cutting. Some people believe in that. And if that's what you believe in, do it. Okay? I have done some cord cuttings before. And the best thing that helps with this is just to totally detach from them. Don't talk to them. Just don't give them your time. Don't even give them a thought. Because that's the energetic cord that they have towards you. Once you have this thought about these beings that are pushing this negative, this negative energy towards you, once you detach, stop talking to them, stop thinking about them, stop talking about them, then that helps with that detachment of that energetic cord that is connected to these beings. I made a video kind of this same thing on TikTok because I do have a TikTok channel. Orion the One 6060. I do this same thing over there. Talk about these energies and opening up to these energies. And card reading. I have been making spiritual bracelets. I will get to that later in the video at the end. But me, myself, because I'm being pulled to share my experiences with my awakening, and I am going to open up more about this in later videos, but as of right now, this whole family dynamic thing is what I'm being pulled to talk about, because I believe a whole bunch of us are going through this. Because of the way that our parents were taught, and that their parents were taught, and then their parents were taught, and then their parents were taught. So one of the things that I'm being pulled to bring up too is to step away from saying programmed. Okay? Even though that's kind of what it is, this word programmed, people seem to take offense to this. Okay? So my suggestion, anyone that's on here creating content like this, and you are using the word programmed, I am asking if we can get away from this word. Because of other beings taking offense on how they receive the word programmed. So I am suggesting that we use the word taught, because that's what it is. They've been taught a certain way, which was taught to them by their beings, okay? Which was taught to them by their beings, which was taught to them by their beings. This is how this generational curse gets handed down. And that's what I'm going to call it. And we can also call it a negative way of looking or receiving our higher up, whoever or whatever you believe in. I am being pulled to let people know, to let beings know that it don't matter what religion that you believe in. Every religion believes in a higher being. And I think I've said this before on one of my other videos, but I will continue to say this until my time is up. But you can call them Yahweh, Jesus, God, Sophia, Ra, Thoth, Isis, whatever name that you have for them. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. That higher being in whatever religion that you believe in is the same higher being in somebody else's religion. It's all the same source. We come down here and they want to feed us these different religions and split us up. And it's up to a few of us awakened people, which is getting more and more and more. It's starting to domino effect now, and I've been saying that for a couple years. It's really starting to domino effect now. More and more people are coming into this higher consciousness, and that is our goal. Because the higher consciousness is nothing but unity and unconditional love, understanding. This is where our higher self wants us. And the reason why our higher self wants us in this higher frequency and vibration is so they're able to communicate with us. If you believe in ancestors, different deities, different spirits, then that's okay. That's good. Okay? I mean, that's what I believe in. I believe in that I have high ancient deities that work with me and help me stay in this higher vibration and frequency with the communication that I get from them. So the family dynamics thing, I think I got off key right there for a little bit, but this is all coming together. Because of the way that you believe and it's different than what other family members and friends believe. Excuse me, confirmation burp. Is because they are still stuck in the fear-based religion that's old and outdated. This more ancient and wise wisdom knowledge is starting to come back up to the surface. We're starting to remember, because that's what it is. It's a remembrance. We come down here and we forget that we are all star beings. Every single one of us. We come down here into a consciousness to be able to experience what it feels like to be down here. And we're starting to realize that this is not what it was supposed to be. This is not how it's supposed to be. This is not what Creator Source had in mind for Earth. We should all be able to come down here and enjoy every single moment that we're here. And your family doesn't believe that way. For some odd reason, they like the drama. They like the fighting. They like the chaos. They create this stuff. And you're waking up to this. And you're probably starting to step away from it. Because you don't believe in that way no more. You don't believe in chaos, anger, hatred, jealousy, greed, envy. All them lower frequency emotions. You don't need them. Why? No reason for them at all. So that's another thing I've been working on, because you got to start taking the observation role and start looking at yourself, how you're thinking, how you're speaking. How you're reacting when people do silly stuff and you've asked them several times over and over and over not to do it. But hey, it is what it is, man. So you got to be lighthearted about it, okay? Just if you start getting aggravated or something, you feel that low, because it just happened to me. If you just didn't see it, it just happened to me. But you see how I turned that around. You know what I'm saying? And I just made it a more lighthearted situation. You know, made a joke out of it. So. It's not the easiest thing to do, I promise you. You know, it has its challenges. But if we never had a challenge in our life, then how do we expand or gain more knowledge? And that's another thing I want to bring up with making mistakes, okay? We're going to make mistakes. Okay? This is all a learning lesson. We're not going to do everything right the first time. And if you do everything right the first time, then you're not learning anything. Okay? You're not gaining no wisdom. You're not gaining no knowledge. So you have to make mistakes to be able to expand and gain more wisdom and knowledge. So if you make a mistake, or if somebody else makes a mistake, you don't need to push that negative energy out to them like, man, that was stupid, or that was dumb, or, you know what I'm saying? Don't comfort them and let them know not to talk down on themselves, because that's one of the bad things that we do. There's so many of us. We make these mistakes, and then we want to go, damn it, stupid, and and you're down in yourself. You don't do that. Okay? Please, I'm asking you not to do that. You made that mistake so you can learn. Bless you. Bless you. So, please, don't get down on yourself. And then if you see somebody else make mistakes, don't get down on them. Comfort them. Tell them, look, it's okay. Now you know not to do that no more, okay? Or now you know to do it this way instead of that way. It was a learning lesson. You're not dumb. Bless you. You're not dumb. You're not stupid. You're not ignorant. You know what I'm saying? All them negative words, man, get them out of your vocabulary. You're learning. That's what you're doing. You're learning. And if you make the choice, bless you, make the choice to step up and be that leader or be that teacher to help people with their journey, then yes. Thank you. I appreciate you. That clap is for you. That's serious. That's not no joke. Thank you. Thank you very much. Because there's some people that I watch that help me out tremendously on my journey that I come across watching videos. And as I'm learning and I'm getting this help and I'm getting this wisdom and I'm getting this knowledge, I'm going to keep on coming on here and I'm going to keep on spreading this wisdom, knowledge, and joy and happiness, because this is what I'm pulled to do. I'm being pulled to be this shaman, to be this teacher, to be this leader, to be this inspiration, to let you know you can do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you love to do. You do not have to stay in that miserable world that somebody else has created for you. Because that's what's happened. You let somebody else create that world for you. But you can come out of it. You can wake up and you can start focusing on love for yourself, spending time to yourself, getting to know yourself. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Ask yourself questions. And I'll tell you what, you start asking yourself questions, and one way or another, you have to be open to receiving. Okay? Receiving messages in different types of way. Talking to a stranger on the corner, you might receive an answer that you've asked a question to. Synchronicities, numbers, things that you pick out to watch. Just multiple different ways of receiving these messages. Whatever way that you believe that you receive these messages, That's how you'll receive them. Whether it be synchronicities, movies that you pick out to watch, meeting a stranger and starting up a conversation. I mean, there's just a plethora of different ways that people, beings receive their messages. And this is another thing I want to bring up. There are no coincidences. People want to say, well, that was awful coincidental, or that was strange, or this was that, or that was this, or this is... You want to label it as something else. It was a message that was sent for you. That's what it was. It's not strange. It's not a coincidence. It's not odd. That is a message for you on something that you are thinking about or that you asked about to yourself while you're alone talking to yourself. All the greats. This is another thing that just popped up, and I'm telling you what, this is a message straight from source. All the greats, anybody that had any big significant invention or creation that changed the world or was a big influence on the world, they talk to themselves. You better believe it. Every single one of them geniuses back in the day, yes, they talk to themselves. That is not strange, and this is something that we all need to realize. That's how you get your connection. That is a part of getting your connection to your higher self, is talking to yourself, getting to know yourself. What are your beliefs? What do you believe in? And you can take other people's beliefs on if you know what I'm saying. If somebody, this is a good thing that I like doing, is I do like learning about other religions and what their beliefs are. Because I may take that in and integrate that with me. If I believe in that. If I think that's a good way to be. If I think that's a positive thing to take in, to integrate, I will integrate that into my system. So I am not judgmental on any religion. I am actually more interested in what their rituals are and why they're doing it. And then if I think that's a good positive thing, I might just integrate that with my stuff in what I believe in. "333" right now as I'm saying this. Okay? 333. He's actually 3339. So this is what I'm being pulled to talk about, man. These are the things that I'm being pulled to bring up, because I think a lot of us are having these same questions about what's going on right now. Because yes, there is a great awakening going on right now, domino affecting. Day after day after day after day, we're having more and more and more people open up to their higher consciousness, spirit realm, Christ consciousness, whatever you want to label it down here. More and more people are waking up to it. Whatever it is you want to label it down here. But I'm going to call it a collective consciousness, a higher consciousness. And this is how Source is connecting with us these days. And on the next video, I'm going to go a little bit deeper, man. Now, I might lose some of you guys on this, okay? Because I have conversations with my friend Sonia, which that's who I was talking to just a minute ago. And she's like, okay, I get it, Ryan. I got you. And we're talking. And then I'll bring something up, and she said, well, you lost me there. You took it too far. She was like, I had you until that. And that now you just totally lost me. So on this next video, I've been gaining some wisdom and knowledge, man. I've been watching some documentaries on the Mayans and Egyptian knowledge and wisdom and these archaeologists out here, man. Okay? I got to give it up. Give it up to the archaeologists out here, man, that are out here grinding every day, digging in these freaking ancient temples and caverns and doing all this research work, because this is where this knowledge is coming from, okay? This knowledge is older than that Bible, which I'm not trying to knock the Bible, okay? Okay, but there are things in that Bible that were put in there for control. That's that fear-based religion, man. They've been pushing on us for how many freaking years? Pushing this fear-based religion on us, okay? But there is a lot of good things that are in that Bible that you can pull out and use, okay? So, yin and yang with everything, okay? That's just like with spirituality, man. Spirituality, you can go negative with it. You definitely can. Or you can go positive with it. And the light is the way. And I truly am part of that light. I believe that 100%. And I know Source has came into my life, switched it around, did a total 180. Yes, okay, I was on drugs for a long time. Really, really harsh, bad drugs. Pretty much a big part of my life, okay? And that's just like with anything else, okay? There's good drugs and there's bad drugs. Good drugs and bad drugs. It's on the bad ones for a long time, okay? Sources came into my life and turned around. Now, I can't say that, what I'm saying, everything's all hunky and dory every day. You know what I'm saying? I try to make the best out of every day, no matter what situation I'm in. But at times, I get pulled back into some negative ways, and I'm working on that still, okay? It's a process, all right? So, if you happen to be on this journey and you do relapse into whatever preferred drug that you were doing, just know you don't have to stay there, okay? We all make mistakes. There's all hiccups. There's all speed bumps in the road, okay? It happens. It is what it is, okay? Like I said, it's a learning lesson. We're all learning. So you may relapse back into that old drug or negative ways of thinking or negative ways of speaking or negative ways of feeling, whatever it is you're falling back into and them negative vibrations and frequencies. Just know you don't have to stay there. Okay? It's a mistake. It's a hiccup. It's a speed bump. Okay? It's a little scrape on the knee, man. Get back up, rub it off, and keep it moving. Okay? Don't get down on yourself because you relapsed into whatever you relapsed into. Alcohol, drugs, negative ways of thinking, negative ways of feeling, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you're falling back into, just know you don't have to stay there. Wipe it off. Get back up and get on that path, okay? We all make mistakes. We all hit speed bumps. This is a learning lesson, okay? So don't get stuck down there when you happen to freaking trip and fall down there. Whatever it is, okay? whatever you want to call it. But at times, yes, I know. I'm right there with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm right there with you. Because that's one of mine is drugs, man. Okay? I can be on drugs and still be in a happy, high vibrational, you know what I'm saying? But that is not good for this vessel. Okay? So we need to take care of this vessel too. So these negative, bad thoughts and ways of speaking and these drugs, and I'm talking about any drugs, okay? I'll go further into that because, like I said, there's good and there's bad, okay? But one thing I want to speak on is these prescription drugs, okay? Because I don't know how much of society, I know over half of it, 3/4 of it, just thinks that if the doctor prescribes it to you, it's okay. No, man. Just because you go to a doctor and a doctor prescribes it to you? No. How many side effects does that drug have that you're taking? How many side effects does it have? There's a different way of doing that. All natural way of doing that with no side effects. Okay? I'm going to get more into that too as I get on this journey. I'm going to get into the herbs. I'm starting to get into the crystals and healing crystals, but I don't know. It's something I'm still working on right now. Okay, because I do believe in crystals have energies, and you can enhance these energies, and they can help you do certain things. So yes, I am going to get more into that. I have done some healing with some crystals. And that's one of the things I really want to get into too, man, is this energy healing, this Reiki healing. I don't believe that you need to be poked, prodded, cut, opened up to heal. I believe you can heal anything in anyone with positive energy or moving energy around in the body where it can help you out the most. Okay? So that's one of the things that I'm being pulled to talk about too, man, is his prescriptions and going to these doctors. I'll get more into that later too. As of right now, the family dynamic thing, man, I know that's probably one of the biggest things that you're struggling with right now is being able to detach away from these close family members and friends that don't reside with you no more, okay? You got to let them fall off. It hurts. It does. It's hard. You might even think you're almost about to go nuts because you have to detach from these family members that you thought loved you the way you needed to be loved, but they don't. They don't love you the way you need to be loved. And that's another reason why you're having to detach from these people, because they have forgotten how to love. The world has beat them up and put them through so much lessons, and they've just made it harder on themselves. So now they're just stuck in this lower frequency. And all we can do is throw a prayer out to source to help them. Okay? You don't want to think negative on these people, because then you're pushing out negativity, and that negativity is going to come back at you. The best thing you can do for these people, for these beings, that are not coming into this higher state of consciousness is to pray for them. Okay? Pray for them, man. That's what I got for the family dynamic thing, because that's one of the things that's been really challenging for me, because I talked to my friend Sonia about this, and with some of the videos I watch, I get mixed messages, and I have to be careful with that too. So, I'm having to work out things too, guys. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. I believe that we're here to help each other out, man. Come into this higher state of consciousness and maybe understand a little bit of it. Because another thing I'm being told is it's not everything is to be understood. It is what it is. So, all right. So I'm going to get off the rambling right now, man, because I've been doing it for about 45 minutes, which was a lot longer than I thought was going to happen. But the things that's coming up, or the things that's being channeled in for me to talk about and spread. Okay? And I'm really being pulled to put a lot more of my personal experiences on here and open up and talk about them, because I believe it will help a lot of other people along their journey. So I am going to start doing that. These videos are going to start coming back on a daily routine. Okay, I have been dealing with my own personal things, and it has pulled me away from making these videos for a while. But also, I was in a session of gaining some more wisdom and knowledge off of documentaries that I was pulled to watch. And I will get more into that in my next video. Because like I said, man, I'm putting some things together now, man. And some things are really starting to make a little bit more sense. But I might lose a couple of you on this next video on the jump that I'm making. Because like I said, I get with my friend Sonia, and we get to talking, and then I start bringing up something out of the blue, and she's like, oh, okay, let's just stop, because now you got me all the way messed up. So, that may happen on this next video. That's just putting that out there. I hope it don't happen. I hope everybody can resonate with what I'm going to be putting on there, or at least just be curious about it, man. That's my main thing. Don't just throw it to the side like negative, oh, he's bullshit and that's bullshit and blah, 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 okay? Just be curious about it. Because that's the way that I'm being pulled. And like I said, I'm being pulled to learn different religions and investigate why they believe the way they believe. So, anyways, on that, I haven't used this deck in a long time. And I'm being pulled to use this Beyond Lemuria deck, okay? So I'm going to give you a little information on this. Lemuria is a place that was before Atlantis, okay? So Atlantis was one of the highest technological places in ancient days. Well, before Atlantis and all their technology and all that they had, and I said technology, back in ancient times, okay? This is what I'm getting to on my next video, guys. There was Lemuria. So there was a land before Atlantis, and if you haven't heard the stories about Atlantis, Atlantis was an ancient place that had technology, like more advanced technology than we have these days. Okay, so Lemuria was before then, and Lemuria had the same technology and stuff going on. Okay, so this is why I'm being pulled to use this deck, is because it's going to set me up for the next video, I believe. Source, angels, archangels, ancestors, deities, please watch over me as I do this reading today. And may this reading be of the highest, most divine timeline for my collective. Because that's what we want. That's what we get. All right? If that's what we want, if you're connecting with me, if you're resonating with the things that I'm saying, then this is what we get, man. Because this is what we want. We want the best, most peaceful, joyful, unconditional, loving life. And that's what we want. That's what we're going to end up with. Okay? That is what we're going to end up with. We have to go through a little stuff, whatever we're going through, you know what I'm saying? These challenges, these learning lessons, all this stuff, okay? But Source is telling me you are on the right path. Do not veer off this path, and you will get everything your heart desires. Okay, can we get a few cards today? What do we need to hit? These cards are really big for my hands. I got little hands. These cards are oversized. Okay. Man, can't start off with a better card right now, man. Awaken awareness. Awaken awareness. Okay, so we have this third eye. Okay, this is the wisdom and knowledge that I'm getting back from this Egyptian knowledge and wisdom. We have a third eye. There is a pineal gland that we can open up when we come into this higher state of consciousness. Okay? If you have not woken up this third eye, you can. There are things that you can do that will help you. Okay? Grounding yourself to Mother Earth. Breath work. What else was I going to say? Taking care of this physical body. Okay? This is our vessel. This is what we need to take care of and treat at its highest potential. Okay? We need to love ourselves. Okay? Love ourselves. So awaken awareness. So you're probably waking up to energies. If you're not waking up to these energies where there's negative energies, positive energies, and being able to see this, then there are things that can help you wake up this third eye so you can see this. And being out in the sun, okay? The sun will help you open up your third eye. And just to let you know, the sun is vitamin D for us. So if you're lacking vitamin D, boom, hit the sun, man. The sun gives us vitamin D. So if you're not awakened to these energies, but you feel like something's going on, you're having a whole lot of people that are throwing you negativity, and you're trying to be this positive person, just know that you're on the right path, and that's what you're supposed to be doing, okay? If you have to, detach from these negative energies. If you have to. Some of us are strong enough where we don't have to. Some of us are. But they like to group up on us. That's another thing. You know, it's like they have some kind of sixth sense about them, and they know that you're waking up to this higher state of consciousness. So they automatically try to bring you negativity to bring you back down into their lower consciousness. Okay? Don't let this happen. All right? Please don't let that happen. We have a couple more cards. What are these? We got 3 more that popped out right here. This has got to go. Like I said, I was just talking about this. Ancient ancestors, wisdom, knowledge, okay? Our ancient future. Our ancient future, okay? Ancient future, okay? That sounds a little ancient and future, right? But what's happening is this ancient wisdom, this ancient knowledge is our future. That's what I'm getting out of this card. That's it. We're remembering, we're coming into this remembrance of this ancient knowledge, this ancient wisdom that's been lost and gone for thousands and thousands of years. But these archaeologists, like I said earlier in the video, these archaeologists, man, I'm telling you, man, they are coming across these hieroglyphs and this wisdom and these scrolls that have been lost for thousands of years, and now this knowledge is coming up, and I don't know about you, but I resonate with it. I feel like that's inside, this is the right and correct way. Too long have we suffered from this fear-based religion. Spirituality is not fear-based, man. Love is not fear. And as I say that, man, love, compassion. I can't make this up, okay? These are the cards that fell out. Loving compassion. As I was just getting done saying something about love. Loving compassion. This is what it's about. Having that compassionate love for one another. Even if this person's done something bad to you, you need to think that that person can change. That they're going to learn. Don't come back at that person with vengefulness or hate or anger, because then you're pushing out negativity. And when you push out negativity, it comes back around to hit you. Just like it's positivity, you push out positivity, yes, it's going to come back around and give you a little push. Well, negativity is going to come back around and it's going to give you a little knockdown. Like, you didn't learn that lesson? Oh, you still want to keep on thinking that way. Oh, you want to still keep on talking that way. Oh, you still want to keep on feeling that way? Well, boom. There's your negativity. Right back at you. You want to push it out. You want to talk about it. You want to think about it. Okay, you're pushing it out. You're going to get it back. Boom. Think about it. That goes back to the mannerisms I was talking about. I don't know if I put mannerisms on this video yet or not. Or did I think, because I just got done doing a video on TikTok, so might be getting a couple of them mixed up. But I was talking about mannerisms on TikTok, okay? My mother wanted to always preach about mannerisms. Oh, somebody needs to make a class just for mannerisms, so people know how to act. Okay, that's cool. That's great. That's wonderful, Mother. Yes, people do need to be taken back a little bit. Please, thank you, ma'am, sir, opening the door, being polite. But as I said, you could take it further than that. Level it up, man. Level it up. Start start observing how you think. How are you thinking about somebody? How are you talking about somebody? How do you feel about somebody? That trumps mannerisms in my book. Or, actually, it goes hand in hand with them. I can't say it trumps them. They favor each other. So if you can't think, talk, feel good about a certain being, then don't think, talk, or feel anything about that being. Because your thoughts, your words, your feelings affect that being that you're thinking, talking, or feeling about. So, just to put that out there, and that goes for my family. If you're coming across my video, you know what you've done. I'm going to leave that one at that. And the last card I got for here right now is this high heart chakra. The high heart chakra. So you're opening up your chakra, your heart chakra. You're expanding your love. You're starting to express your love, share your love with the people that need it, with the people that are showing you love. The people that aren't showing you love, that want to look down on you because of what you believe or how you've been living, or the decisions and the choices that you've made up until now, they want to just, they don't have anything good to say or think or to feel about you. Please cut them people off. Because their thoughts, their words, their feelings about you affects you. Believe it. So you're opening up your high heart chakra to the people that deserve it. And you're cutting off the ones that don't deserve it. Because your love energy is strong. And it trumps anything negative or evil. Trumps it. Crushes it. That's how strong you are. But when they group up on you, man, it's harder. So it's just easier to let that stuff go so you can keep moving on your journey and your path that you're supposed to be going on. You're supposed to be progressing on. Let them beings are not your problem. If they're not getting it yet, that's not your problem. You tried. You did what you were supposed to do. You spread the word. You spread the knowledge. You was kicking down information to them and they didn't want to take it in. That is not your problem. Not your problem. Let that stuff go and keep on moving on your path that you know that you're supposed to be moving on. That you're being guided by source to proceed. Alright, I'm going to do a couple cards out of this shaman deck too, because it goes really good with this Lemuria deck. I usually do these two decks hand in hand because they work so good together. What we need to know. I'm going to take these four and run with it. Boom. Dragon's Horde, protecting the future. So that's what you're doing, man. You're protecting your future, staying in this high frequency, high vibration frequency. You're protecting your future is exactly what you're doing. Okay? So you are doing the right thing. Don't let nobody else veer you or try to tell you that you're not doing the right thing. Because if you're doing this inner work and you are resonating with the things that I'm saying, then you're on the right path. Lost in space, needing direction. Okay, you may feel like this sometimes. Okay, this is your energy, and we do have times like this. Okay, it is okay to feel that way every once in a while because of these negative energies out here that we pick up on. Okay, because you're an empath, you pick up on all different types of energies, so it will make you feel like you're lost in space and needing some kind of direction. You're okay. You're on the right path. Don't veer off of it. That's what I was just told, okay? You may feel like this every once in a while. And I think, if I'm not mistaken... Okay, never mind. So I was pulled to this 3 and this 6, okay? For some reason, that 36 at the top, I don't know if that's somebody's age, lucky number, but for some reason, I was pulled to that. That's also 3 plus 6 is 9. So number 9 may be your lucky number, or you may resonate with the number 9 or something like that. But I was pulled to that 36 on that card. Spirit of the river, movement towards adventure. So yes, this is what you want. You want an adventurous life, a joyful life, a fulfilling life. And you probably don't resonate with the way that people or beings before you have lived their life. You don't feel like that's fulfilling. Going to work every day from a 9 to 5 and working 40 how many years and then being able to retire and then you get the rest? What? Huh? What? No, I don't resonate with that. So I know you're probably not resonating with that. I mean, these beings are okay with that. I mean, they're okay with that life. That's what life is supposed to be. I mean, you're born, you go to school for how many freaking years, learn all this stuff that you're not going to learn, that you're not going to use. I mean, how many people, how many beings use all this different stuff when they get out of school. You only probably use a couple of the skills that you learn in these 12 plus years if you go to college that you use. So what says that you have to go to school for 12 years to be able to use a couple of skills that you're going to gain out of that? When somebody else that's wiser, and that is a teacher, and that is a guide, can teach you the same thing. And you don't have to go to school for 12 years for it. So you go to school for 12 years, maybe some college, then you go into a job or career that you probably don't even like, that you probably don't even enjoy. Why? And then you work that job or that career for how many years to be able to retire, and then finally you get the rest and enjoy your life. No, that does not resonate with me. That's what I'll tell you. So probably don't resonate with you either. Because that's what I'm manifesting. People that are resonating with what I have to say and the knowledge that I'm spreading and the wisdom that I'm spreading, I'm manifesting that. I'm manifesting the beings that need this video are going to come across this video. And man, this is a good one. This is a good one to end it with, baby. Dust Devil, baby. Dust Devil, okay? This is you moving out of stagnation. So you've probably been stuck for a little bit, stagnant, probably dealing with family members and trying to figure out why they're acting and doing the things that they're doing. But it's all just a learning lesson for you to realize, to waking up, that you do not need these type of beings in your world. If that's the way they want to be, they won't be in your world. That's what I got for the reading today, man. That's what I got for the reading today. You're done with the drama, the nonsense. You want peace, love, and harmony. That's what I'm resonating with. Oh, I have been on TikTok, and I usually do a little bit of Reiki session before I start my readings. So I am going to start that here on YouTube. So if you feel that if you resonate with Reiki healing, then you can get a little session with me at the beginning of my videos before I start my reading. Hold on. Bracelets, man, bracelets. Okay, I got all. I've been making all kinds of different spiritual stone bracelets. I even made my friend's dog a spiritual doggy necklace. So if you guys are interested, I am a very high positive frequency vibration, and I do cleanse these and meditate with them. Well, I haven't meditate with some of them, but most of them, after I get done making them, I group of them or whatever, I'll sit down and I'll meditate with them, or I'll do some kind of little cleansing ritual with them. But I have 3 different sizes, like size for like toddlers, then size for like teenagers, and then adults. Okay, so I'm pricing them at 8, 10, and 12. If you would like a dog necklace, a pet necklace, even cat or whatever, if you would like that made, cats are not as usually as big, so I could probably do the cat necklace for like 15 or something, but I would have to charge 20 for the dog bracelets, or dog necklace, unless it's a little pet. Okay, so if you're interested, just hit me up, and we will connect up, and we'll get it worked out. But as I said, I'm a very high vibrational frequency. If you have not figured that out yet, but my bracelets put off very high vibrational energy. So I want to thank you, whoever has came across this video, and if you resonate with what I've had to say with the reading, please like, subscribe, comment, share. I think this is probably the longest video that I have done on YouTube. I usually do not try to make them this long, but I have been away for a little bit, so I really felt that I needed to make a more in-depth and personal experience video. Coming back. So other videos, I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I know I've run across videos, and I see that, a lot of people try to keep them at about 30 minutes, but I just, whatever comes out, man, however long it is. I don't worry about the lighting. I don't worry about the setup. I don't worry about any of that stuff, man. I come on here to connect with like-minded individuals. That's my main goal. And to help people align with their higher selves and wake up to their higher selves. And just to let you know that these things are true. They're not pretend. They're not fake. They're not make-believe. That's what I have for you. As I always say, I love everybody. Peace. I'm out of here.